Okay, so let's start. Right, so this topic, how many of you already have done this topic? I'm talking about photosynthesis. Okay, it's energy for food. It's not just mainly photosynthesis. There are some other things about it. How many of you have learned photosynthesis? No? Wonderful. How many of you have seen the video already? Good. Not everybody, right? You're supposed to do it. Watch the video and then after that, do your work. I can see who are the people who did it, who are the people who didn't do it. Okay. Brian, no worries. Later on, I'll send you the link again, or you can do it later, Brian. Okay. So those of you, okay, Yun Shen, I asked them to fill up the Google form. Okay, I'm going to put in the link again. You can do it later. All right, so this is for me to know what's your target as well as what you plan to do to achieve the target. Okay, and I'm going to revisit this time and again. From now on, you are in P6. So it's going to be tedious. You will expect some homework after the tutorial. Okay, not this first tutorial. I know you're still very tired trying to adjust to P6. Next lesson onwards, after our tutorial, I will be sending you extra work to do. Okay, and you are going to reply via our portal. Then I will mark your answers for you. Okay, so you want to do well, you have to put in the effort. Okay, now let me just share the slides with you for today's lesson. Where is my slide? Okay. Okay, can you see these slides now? Energy in food. Yeah, if you can see, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Now, so energy in food is the topic that we are doing today. What is this about? I think it's not something that is unfamiliar to you. Now, we all know that there are basic needs for living things, right? Including you and me. So what are the basic needs of living things? You learned this in P3. What are the basic needs? Type it in. What is the most basic for all living things? Yep, Pranyush, right? Do I call you Pranyush? Is that right? Is it correct? Yes, good. So I can't see your face. I would like to see your face. Hello, handsome boy. Okay, Pranyush, look at this. You said food, water, and air. Okay, Tamayi say water, oxygen, and food. Who is correct? Jakai, do you think Pranyush is correct or Tamayi is correct? Okay, I can see more answers already. You all are typing in. Okay, what are the basic needs? Basically, three things they need, right? Right not? The most basic. Yeah. So a lot of times we know food and water will be part of it. What about oxygen or air? Which is the one that is correct? Mm-hmm. Jairus, what do I see? Okay, now take note. Yeah, correct. We learned in P3, all living things need air, food, and water to survive, right? So when we talk about air, in fact, we are talking about carbon dioxide as well as oxygen also. Why do I say that? Because somebody mentioned plants need carbon dioxide. Correct or not? Yes, of course, it is part of it. But when we talk about air, food, and water to survive, right, I will focus only on oxygen in the air. Okay, because we breathe out carbon dioxide, and then you know that the carbon dioxide for plants is actually used to make food. Okay, Ken, Prayush, so take note. The most important three things will be air, food, and water. So it's okay, Giselle, no problem. Okay, so living things need air, food, and water to survive. We learned this in P3. So after that, you learn something else. Okay, which body system is involved in the digestion of food? So we talk about food, right? Energy in food. So when we take in food, which is the body system that is working, and then what will happen to the digested food? You can unmute yourself so that it's faster. Let's see. Who wants to try? Yes, Emma. Emma, you don't want to unmute yourself.
Can I try?
Giselle, you want to try? Come.
The first question is the digestive system.
Okay. Then what happened?
Uh,
What happened to the digested food in that process?
the digestive process will will I forgot.
Okay. Okay, she got the first part correct, right? The digestive system is involved in the digestion of food. So after digestion, you get the digested food. What will happen to it? Does it just end there? What will happen to the digested food? I'm asking you because this is going to be one of those questions that you will be asked. You have been asked already in P5. Yeah, Jakai, you know, right? He has been asked before. What are the body system that's involved? So after that, what happens? Hui En, you want to try? You can say the one. Okay, can, no problem. Yeah, I don't like to force people. Okay, many of you just tell me about digestive system, right? But you must know, digestive system, yes, it digests the food. After that, the circulatory system will take over. Correct or not? Because the digested food will go into the bloodstream in which part of the body? Digested food will enter the bloodstream at one particular part. Okay, what is that part?
Small intestine.
Small intestine. Very good, Brian, right? Good. So from the small intestine, diffusion of food takes place. It goes from the small intestine into the bloodstream, and then the blood starts to carry the digested food all over the body, right? And what happens in order to get us the energy we need? Respiration. If you still recall, okay, in order to get this energy, okay, this digested food, right, actually will undergo respiration. Do you still remember this? If you don't, you need to start to recall all this. Okay? Next, energy for life. Now, energy is much needed in our daily life for breathing, for growing, for reproduction. All these we already know. Okay? When we exercise, we need more energy. So last year, there were questions that came out, right? Why is it that when we exercise, our heart rate increases? Why is it that when we exercise, our breathing rate increases? Do you still recall? Okay, and then we talk about, yeah, because when you exercise, you need more energy, right? So you need more energy means what? You need more digested food. In order to get the more digested food, then of course, the blood must be pumped faster, etc., etc., etc. So we talked about that before. So energy in food, okay, provides us with that kind of energy we need. So inside the food, there's a lot of energy stored there, okay? And in our body, right, after digestion takes place, that energy is being released for us to perform our daily functions, as well as the extra exercise that we participate in. Now, plant, animal, and food products that come from plants and animals are the various types of food that we eat to get our energy. So what do you eat daily? Maybe I can just ask you whether you have taken your dinner. If you have, what do you eat for dinner? If you have not, what do you eat for lunch? Okay, so quickly type it in. Tell me, what do you eat today for lunch? Or those of you who had dinner already, you can write down. Yep. Okay. Yes. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so Emma said mixed rice. Some of you wrote sushi. Some of you said chicken rice. Some of you say your lunch is at school. Yeah, but what do you eat specifically? So there's fried rice, there's dal rice. Yeah. So inside your fried rice, there's rice, right? Okay. What else? There's oil. Yes. Okay. So you have rice. So if, for example, like if I were to write down fried rice, it is made out of rice. Okay. And then, sometimes in the fried rice, they put some vegetables. Okay, some fried rice also has got chicken pieces, or maybe it is some of the sausages, etc., etc. Then you can start thinking of, where do they come from? For example, rice comes from plant, right? Okay, this one is also from plant, whereas this one is actually from animal. So even the oil, right? Oil depends on what kind of oil. Some of you likes to put in butter. Yeah. Some of you like to use the vegetable oil. So it depends. It can be from plant. It can be from animal. Okay, Giselle didn't eat lunch. Okay, that's not very healthy, Giselle. Must try to keep yourself. Okay, so you ate quite a bit for recess. I see. Okay, so this is the meaning. Yeah. Yeah, and my cat just jumped down. Right. So these are the sources of food. The food that we eat has to be digested first before we can get the energy stored in it. Okay. So later on, I will send you some notes for this topic. All right. You want the slides or you prefer the notes that I prepare? Type into the chat. Do you prefer to have my notes or you prefer to have these slides? Okay. Just put down notes or slides. All right. So this example here, we have bread, there's hot dog, okay, or sausage. This is eggs. And then these are mushrooms. So where are they from? They are from either plants or animals. Okay, Ken. I saw majority want to have notes. Everyone want both. Ken, no problem. Okay, I will put everything into the drive. Y'all remember that last year we had our drive, right? So this year there'll be more things, because you're in P6. P5 lesser. Yep, lesser, but P6 because we are revising P3 to P6 work. Okay, now we get our energy directly or indirectly from plants. Okay, plants get their energy from the food they make. So they get energy from the sun directly, right? So after that, okay, you need to take note. Why is it that they say directly or indirectly? If you are eating vegetables, okay, then you are getting the energy from the plants directly. If you are eating an animal, for example, chicken meat, okay, then for chicken, it is not going to be direct. It is indirect, okay, because chicken also eat food that is from plants, right? So indirectly, eventually, you're still getting the energy from the plant. But it's just that it doesn't go straight into your mouth. It goes to the chicken first. And then after that, the chicken comes to us. Yeah. So we will study more of this when we do food chain and food web. So we come to photosynthesis now. Just 1 minute. I let my cat out of the room. All right, I'm back. Okay, so plants make their own food by using chlorophyll in the leaf to trap the light energy from the sun. Okay, this process, known as photosynthesis, takes place in the leaves only and requires water and carbon dioxide. Okay, so take note, all right, the chlorophyll in the chloroplast in the leaf. This is the chlorophyll that is the green pigment. Okay, we talked about this last year as well. Okay, so this is more like a recap. Now, chloroplast. When did you see this term chloroplast last year? In what chapter? In what chapter? Okay, good. Yep, in cells, right? Very good. Unit of life. Yep. Okay, good. So